apocalypse.
Good day, friends. Let's start a brand new Tinkercad project and use that tube again to make a new fidget spinner. When you bring it in, let's start by setting it to 7 centimeters. I've seen people skip that step later, which is a pain. Let's zoom to the exact size and let's put our correct numbers in for a good spinner. Alright, so 14.3 is what I'm going to use. That gives me 28.6 for my diameter. And I need to subtract my 22.3, which is what I feel is my perfect bearing size. That gives me 6.3 for the total amount of my walls. And if we divide that by 2, that means the walls would be 3.15. So when we type 3.15, that shows us the size of our bearings and gives us a perfect 22.3 in the middle. I like to set this to 60 sides. You can pick your own bevel. This time I'm going to play with a bevel of 4. Notice that gives me a pretty funky cool design. I am going to change that bevel so that it's 3 segments. That rounds it out just a smidge, but those are the things you can play with. I think I'm going to go back to 2 just because that's kind of a neat shape. Once you've got that piece in place, I like to switch to a grid of 5 millimeters, do Control D to duplicate that little fella, and just nudge him up, making sure that he's touching. So see that he's poking through, which is bad, but I'm going to adjust that in a minute once I switch to 1 millimeter. So I'm just getting them roughly into place, and then I'm bringing this guy across over here. I'm going to take these two, and I'm going to align them so that they're correct this way. I'm going to take this one, and I'm holding down Shift and clicking it, and I'm going to align it this way, and they already were. I'm going to switch my grid to 1 millimeter, and then I am simply using the arrow keys, and I'm going to use this zoom to the correct size tool. This is real nice because it zooms right in. You can switch to top view so you get a good look, and then you can just nudge those. And just make sure you remember you do the same thing to each. Once again, I'm going to fit view to selection. This is very cool when you're using a Chromebook. Just to make sure I didn't do something crazy, I'm going to hold down Shift and click both of these, and I'm going to align them to that edge again. I can see here because of the different shape and that's poking through, I've got to adjust them. So I'm going to go 1 click to the left, and that's perfect. And now I think these two shapes, let's see, can I go 1? Now I think they're both merging the same, and I'm happy. And lastly, I'm going to go up to this one, and I'm going to nudge it up 1. And I have just created an awesome fidget spinner. Make sure you group it, and then make sure you share it, inviting me, and generating a new link, copying it, and then sending that to Harmonell. Congratulations on making a spinner, and keep tinkering.
Unicorn Zombie Apocalypse.